Hey everybody, welcome to a low effort magic edit. As always, I am Nick, and today we are doing the Arena Cube. Waiting for one more guy to click ready, and then we can start looking at the packs. Just as a heads up, there's two ways to do Arena Cube. There is the best of one, and then there is traditional. We're going with traditional this time. Just because it seemed like they added a lot more sideboard cards with the intention of people doing traditional or best of three. So I did a couple best of one drafts already, and there's a lot of picks that felt bad because you were taking like very obvious sideboard cards. But getting things started, Hazaret is always a pretty solid pickup. Ashiok's really strong. There's a good mill theme in the Arena Cube. So that's kind of my inclination is either should we go mill or should we go aggro. I'm going to try going mill because that just kind of seems more my jam. We have Illumination. We have Think Twice. Elspeth's Nightmare is kind of more along with the Ashiok. The Triump's not bad. I don't think fixing is as important in Arena Cube as it is in Legacy and Vintage Cube. I think I'm just going to go with the Cold Steel Heart. I think getting mana sources at 2 mana are pretty important to have. Hopefully we can wheel the Illuminations or the Seagate Restoration back from that pack. But yeah, Ashiok is just a house unlimited, so I think it's fine to build some sort of control shell around that. Alright, and we are waiting. I just always check. I doubt we're going to be with anyone big, but you never know. So, yeah, the other consideration was, oh, okay. So no. Fable Passage isn't bad. Opt is kind of just like whatever. I wonder if they have the combo. This is a EDH combo, right? It's Exquisite Blood and then Sanguine something, which is whenever an opponent loses life, you gain that much. I don't know if the combo's in there or not. Inscription. Bounce 2 creatures, scry 2, draw 2. Make an XX. I think we'll just take the sad robot here. Okay, Patient Rebuilding. This is big. Works with Ashiok. pretty strong with the mill theme. Cruel Reality is also an insane finisher. But we'll go ahead and take Patient Rebuilding here. Yeah, sometimes the slower, splashier enchantments end up kind of getting the job done. There was one earlier where I not only had lethal on board, I also had a Platinum Angel, so I couldn't lose the game, and my opponent had the 7 mana Super Humility, and that was tough to get back from. Alrighty. So here, I think it's pretty much going to be negate. It's not looking like we're going to be a creature deck, and our only creature is not part of the party. Warrant Warden isn't bad. It's a nice flexible card, but I think negate should be pretty good. I played against a deck. I don't know how I lost to it. It was a Thalia deck that had like 6 creatures in it, and I kept getting like counterspelled off of. It was annoying, but you know it happens, especially in lower power levels. So we have a sweeper. We have Turgridy Farms. I wasn't super impressed with this card in Cube. Maybe we just go for Hedron Archive. It's mana ramp, it's card draw. Probably wheel that Silent Departure back around. Yeah, not really sure what we're looking for so far. We can pivot pretty easily since we just have 3 pieces of ramp and kind of fixing. If we end up being something that's not blue-black or mono-blue, that's okay. Oh, it's my boy. I love Nimble Obstructionist. How good is it here, though? I don't really know what crazy stifle effects there are. Wilderness Wreck can be powerful depending on what we end up doing, although we have a lot of artifacts. Onto Inversion's not bad. Bag of Holding is card draw. I'll take the big deal. At the very least, it cuts blue. Sea Dasher's pretty good. Body Double's good if we're milling our opponent out a lot. We don't have anything for Seagate. We'll take Body Double. I think here we'll take the Temple of Deceit. Okay, so we actually have our choice of everything here. I don't know if I want Think Twice or Illuminations. That's pretty tough. The difference is this one's kind of more well, I think Think Twice is more flexible, but costs more mana to get 2 cards out of, but we'll take it. Option. Ooh, Cruel Reality World. That's pretty good. We don't care about any of these. And I guess, like I said earlier, at the very, very beginning of the draft, this is going to be best of 3. So I suppose we should try to keep sideboard cards as an option open. Although the nice thing, blue doesn't have a ton of sideboard, I guess, but everything they have seems pretty decent. Speaking of sideboard, Raven's Warning just gets the card for you. I like Behold, but it seems like blue card draw is wheeling. Allrun's Epiphany is pretty good with what we have. Fetid Pools can get back. Erebos' Intervention's pretty good for this kind of deck. I think we're going to take the Epiphany just because it works so well with Ashiok and Patient Rebuilding. And then we can try to wheel Fetid Pools, Behold the Multiverse, or Erebos' Intervention. Jace is cool. We can start trying to mill ourselves if we really want. Mythos is fun with Patient Rebuilding, getting multiples of those. I think I like taking Jace. If we do end up just like drawing ourselves out too much, then that helps. Feed the Swarm, not bad. Atris is cool. Immortal Sun, we have 2 Planeswalkers. I think we'll just take the Immortal Sun for sideboard for now. If we go against like a 4-color Planeswalker deck, then we'll be pretty happy to have it. Looking between Sublime Epiphany and Prism, I think I could see either one being fine. I just like Sublime Epiphany. We have expensive cards, but we have a decent amount of ramp. I'm going to take Vraska's Contempt here. I don't have a ton of interaction with things once they're on the board. I guess even Negate's the only counterspell I have anyways. Alright, Eliminate, Icy Manipulator, and Voracious Great Shark. I guess also Hagra Mauling. I think I'm going to take the Mauling here. It can count as a land and as a kill spell. I like Icy Manipulator, but I feel like this deck is going to be using its mana a lot. So I don't know if being able to pay 1 every turn is really what we want to do, especially since we have 4, 5, 6, and 7 drops. I think it's shaping up nicely, though. Maybe try to get a little more fixing so we can go double black into triple blue. But again, I think we have the Fetid Pools on the wheel. I want to say that the Sultai Triome came around, so blue-black duel should hopefully be there. I don't know if this body double will be good, but if we mill an Ulamog or something, that'd be cool. Godfarer's Gift is interesting. I don't think we have enough creatures for it, though. Platinum Angel, pretty cool. Sure, I'll take Platinum Angel just to continue being splashy. Supreme Will is perfect here for us. Because it's a little bit of interaction, but it can also help us find cards that will eventually close out the game. Now I think what we want, since we did just kind of like, our curve is pretty beefy, I think we either want sweepers to get us time to be able to cast these, or some sort of acceleration, which is mostly just going to be artifacts if we're in blue-black. Hey, Fetid Pools came back around. I'm going to take that over draw cards, because it seems like blue is pretty open. So we'll have plenty of options for drawing cards later. Beautiful. Okay, pretty happy with more good mana here. And it shows that our colors are pretty open if we're getting all these duels back. I'm surprised. Did they get rid of Golos? I need to look at the list, because the last time Arena Cube was around, they had Field of the Dead and Golos, so you just try to snap those up early and then just take every single land you could find. Alright, how are we looking? Is it just one guy? Not really, but okay. Atris came back around. I guess just having a creature to put on the board might not be the worst here. We have 3 lands, we're at 19 playables. None of these will fit. I'll take Breeding Pool. There's a chance that we open some crazy black-green or blue-green spell that we might want to end up splashing. I'll take a Spell Pierce. Yeah, we're a little weaker to creature aggro decks here, but such is life. Alright, what do we got? Nothing much. I like Censor, I like Eldest Reborn. I think for the sake of our curve, I'm gonna take this Censor, just to give us a little more help in filtering. Thassa's Oracle is cool. Oh, Languish seems really good also, though. I think I'm going to take the Languish just because we're a little cold to aggro decks. And then Isinga's Languish is a good sweeper for Adanto Vanguard and all the like 2 mana 3/1 indestructible creatures. I don't know if we would need the, what's it called? I always forget the name of it. Ooh, Treasure Map, also pretty cool. It kind of ramps us. It gives us time. It gives us something to do with our mana if our opponent isn't doing anything. Other consideration would be either Disdainful Stroke, maybe the Chromatic Orrery, but we don't. Well, we do have a lot of permanents, I guess, but some of them are colorless. We'll take Treasure Map. I'm going to move these to the sideboard for now, just so we can have a nice, easy way to keep track of playables. There's the crab. I feel like we need to play the crab, huh? I mean, fortunately, there's nothing really else here for us except for Gilded Lotus. I'll take the crab. Probably getting rid of Body Double, and then that can come in if we see our opponent's got some nice creatures. I'm surprised Body Double's in the cube. It's definitely like a combo card. But as far as I know, Revelark isn't. And Historic, or what, Protean Hulk, I think is the other card that generally combos with Body Double. Alright, so we're on pick 4, so we've got 11 left. 11 or 12. What are we looking for at this point? Chupacabra would be a good pickup, I think. Or just otherwise some sort of blue-black. I think we're looking for 3 drops. I mean, it is it's almost a curve. Ooh, okay, this one's tough. I like Poison the Cup. I like Salinity Vision. I like Guardian Idol. I think... Man. So we have Cold Steel Heart, Treasure Map. I really like... I think we'll take Guardian Idol and just hope... I think Poison the Cup or Salinity Vision will wheel one of them. Ooh, probably Punish there, but I'll take Mind Stone. Again, we have a lot of like higher mana things. Oh, we need to get rid of more things. Probably cut this Platinum Angel. Platinum Angel, I think the less creatures we have in the game 1, they might board out some of their removal, and then we can just kind of get them with Platinum Angel later. Need one more cut. I think it is the bird, unfortunately. Sorry, my nimbly boy. Man, I guess we would have liked the, I forgot its name already. Ooh, Gearhulk is a nice little creature, though. Cure doesn't do much. It's just 3 mana acceleration. I think we take Gearhulk. I'll probably cut the Spell Pierce. These cards don't matter very much. This is good against aggro, I suppose. I'll take a Crawling Barrens just in case. Oh boy. Do we need the Thassa's Oracle? How badly do we want to mill ourselves? Oh, this is target opponent. So then the only way we really mill is with Jace. We'll take the Lantern here. Jeez. We get all the mana rocks, don't we? I can see running 16 and then make Hoggermauling the 17th land because we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Where's the 5, 6? Like we have a ton of. And we got Salinity Vision, so now we still need to make a cut anyways. Pretty happy with how this draft went though. And we have enough, like, flex cards, like creatures or whatever, in our sideboard that if it ends up being terrible and we need to pivot, we can. Like, if our opponent ends up being a control deck, we have a pretty decent draw-go pile. I think we take the... put the Crawling Barrens in. So 13, 14, 15, 16. Well, maybe not if we're running 16 land plus 2 spell lands. So let's cut a swamp. And then we need to make one more cut, huh? Maybe it's the reality. Maybe it's not really on theme with the rest of the mill. But it does just... the Abyss is still pretty good. Whether that's how we're trying to win or not. We'll cut Atris. Go to 40. We'll try it like that. And in any other video, this is where I'd say see you in round 1. And then we'd smash cut to me getting ready in round 1. But we don't have that luxury here. So we're just going to sit and ramble on, waiting for an opponent. And yeah, if you do want to do this, give just a heads up, the loading time for getting a draft pod takes a little longer because I think less people want the best of 3 experience on Arena, but I figure if you're gonna, record it, it's better to do best of 3 kind of stuff. We have so many 2-drops. We can find one. Perfect. Okay. We're gonna bottom the 7-drop here, even though it plays nicely with the crab. And we're gonna wait until turn 2 for the crab, so that way we don't expose it to anything unnecessarily. Alright, so definitely against so hopefully we can try to find the language here pretty soon. Oh, almost punted into a medium. O3's blocked pretty well also. The question is next turn. It's a pretty free attack on their part. I'm not going to block just in case. If they have something like a lightning strike, I would rather them use it on the crab than me, I guess. So I think next turn we'll leave Supreme Will up. Yeah, that's it. Okay. We'll leave Supreme Will up. Do they not have a third? They do. So we'll save this, and the next turn we can Chromatic Lantern and think twice. And I feel a little safer blocking with Ruin Crab now that Rimrock Knight's on the battlefield. If they go to Ember Cleave with the power, this is getting countered for sure. Okay, so fighting a Languish would be really cool here. Not quite, but it's a good clock, I guess. Or do we want a Chromatic Lantern and think, no, let's just get to 9. And I feel like they're going to attack this out. So, 17. Because they can kill us out. We're just gonna do we Banishing like the Crab or the Ashiok? Okay. So really want to Languish here then. Man, there's potency point when you need it. I drafted too much. Yeah, that's not good. I guess we can pretend like we have something. Oh, they have Castle. Is this lethal? 3, 4, 5, 8, 9. Yeah, so if they activate Castle, we die. Let's see if they do it. Looks like they do. Yep, well, can't leave the viewers waiting. We would not have gotten. I mean, that wasn't the worst, because it was a mulligan. I guess we try to bring some of the creatures... Like, see, Perilous Mirror against that board would have been disgusting. So I guess we'll just bring in some creatures that can do some stuff. And then cut some of the awkward, more expensive cards. Treasure Map also seems pretty slow. I think we just do that. So we do need to keep Banishing Light and Elspeth Conquers Death were the 2 main removal sources I saw. So it's good to keep those in mind. Oh, I wonder if he's just slapping all of his sideboard in. Part of me hopes he is, but I doubt it. Since there's no brain freeze. Oh man, this cube's gonna be nutty. Once they add, we get 3 new storm cards for historic coming soon. Which I think is a mistake, but you know, whatever. Alright, so we're on the play. We have 3 lands, one of them is an opt. We have a kill spell. I think we can keep this. Atris, I don't think is what we want. Again, we don't have too much in the terms of... Let's find this. Yep, this. That is not what we wanted. I'm still going to go with the basics. We have a decent amount of looks at an opt for this Hagra Mauling. I imagine they just attack here. I don't think they have Rimrock or Ancestral Blade. We will keep that languish, even though it's not a land. I hope that does not bite us in the ass. Oh, it might. I'm gonna think twice now. It's not a land. Okay. So it won't be the worst if we miss a land drop here, because we can Chromatic Lantern and then play, I guess, Ruin Crab as a blocker. But I kind of want to save this crab for post-combat, or post-languish. So they're staying back to make an elf. Oh boy. Do I run out? I'm hoping, I'm going to play the crab in hopes that it makes them want to overextend. So hopefully we can get him to like double spell or double creature this turn, and then we can really get him with the languish. Oh no. That's not good for us. Yep. Really need an untapped land here. Oh, come on, untapped land. Ooh, thank God. It's a spicy little 5 for 2. Let's see what they got here. I mean, they still have cards in hand. Oh, I guess not. I'm just gonna set up my mana. I'm gonna go Hedron Archive into Guardian Idol. And then now we have Gear Hulk. Although I'd like to play Sublime Epiphany first, so that way when we flash back Gear Hulk, we get max value. It looks like they have something they can do. I don't know if it's a cycle. I don't think Red-White has any flash creatures. Maybe it's a lightning strike.
I will fight for freedom everywhere.
We're gonna pass. I think we're gonna save Sublime Epiphany here. Is it a plus that deals 2 damage? That's pretty good. Oh, if they go... Dang, I was gonna say if they go to pass. we're gonna bounce draw. And then we'll have Gear Hulk on the way back down. Yeah, I think they have a lightning strike in their hand. And they just don't feel like casting it. They're casting it. That seems weird to me, but I mean, that's fine. If we hit an untapped land, which is going to be the negate's also fine. So let's Ash Yacht. Play the Fetid Fools. What do we get out of that? I like the face down in exile. Okay, we hit the ECD. So hopefully they get to slam the Chandra and we can negate it. I don't think, okay, I was gonna say, I don't think Mana Tide, I've been playing too much Time Spiral, man. Not that I would play around Mana Tide anyways, but, you know. And if we feel like we really need to get the Hedron Archive back, we can do something. But I feel like we're in a pretty good position here. Oh, buddy. Alright, so on to game 3. So they had a bit of a slower start. I feel like they should be cutting their interaction, and it seems like they were kind of relying on their interaction. So hopefully that happens again for game 3. Because, like, I don't think... If you're playing against a blue-black mill deck, I think you want to be in a position where Elspeth Conquers Death doesn't matter. Or, like, casting a cast-out doesn't matter. Because if you just have enough 1 and 2 drop creatures, you should try to kill your opponent before they have something that you want to cast out. That's just me, but I mean, maybe they don't have the depth for it, I'm not sure. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like they were, because they have what now? Banishing Light, cast out, Elspeth Conquers Death. So our permanents aren't really as good, except for Gear Hulk, because it does something really different. Maybe I should have brought that Spell Pierce in. Oh, why are you doing this to me, deck? Oh my. This hand's pretty good. I like Gear Hulk, but it'll go to the bottom. I don't know. I'm trying to think if I have any shuffle effects. I don't think I do. We need to find another black source for this Languish to do something. They have no white mana, so that's cool. I imagine this is going to get lightning struck. No. Cool. So yeah, opponent's given us a good amount of time. Maybe they have like a Rabble Master or something. Yeah, they have a 2/2. I'll play the Lantern. If they shield break it, oh well. At least that means they're not doing anything else with the turn. Oh, they didn't even... Oops. Oh, see? Oh, there we go. Because that... that would have been pretty backbreaking. Block here. Although I feel like Arena's generally pretty forgiving. Or like they give you a lot of leeway to do what you want. this. We'll leave up and think twice. I want them to commit more to the board before we Languish. Languish can also hit the Earthshaker. So I'm fine having a turn where I take a ton of damage. That's fine. Do they hit the Archive or the Lantern? See, like, I feel like the aggro deck paying 5 mana to get rid of my mana rock isn't how they're gonna win the game. Solemn is a good pickup here. Go get a swamp. And you know what? We didn't hit a land drop yet. Ooh, negate's not bad either, though. I'll keep negate. It'll let us, well, I guess not next turn, but hopefully we find an Ashiok here. They're just bringing it back though. So we need to wait one more turn. Almost Languish. Well, whatever. Perilous Mirror is a good pickup here. So they'll bring a creature back. I don't think they have very many good ones. Like, this turn might hurt. Well, no, I don't even think it will. Because we, at worst case, is if they do something crazy, we have negate and Vraska's Contempt. Like, they're gonna have to attack into the Perilous Mirror and Solemn Simulacrum if they want to do anything. I kind of want them to keep attacking with Bowmat Courier, though, because that mills them more cards. But I'm feeling pretty safe here. Looks like they're doing some kind of math in their head. Maybe they have Embercleave. I didn't see Embercleave, and we milled a pretty decent amount of their deck in game one. Oh, okay. So that's awkward because this is a 5/5 now. Although when Perilous Mirror dies, we're fine. Just block here. Let's just push. And we also get the 5/5 because when Perilous Mirror dies. Wait, why do they only have one card? I'm so confused. I don't know what happened. Oh, now they're all back? I don't know what's going on. But yeah, it should they only have the one. Okay. Well, this would be cool here. Ooh. I mean, they rebuilt pretty well. It's a little concerning, I suppose. Trying to think of what I would like to do here. 1, 2. So we can Vraska's Contempt something. They're gonna get dragons though. Sure. So I think we're going to stifle, bounce, draw. We're going to bounce this thing. We're going to draw a card. We're going to get hit for 4. They're going to make a 5/5. That's fine. They have 9 cards. Oh, it's so close. And then they just replay the Banneret. Yeah, I think they got this one. I don't know what we could have. That's not it. So we exile this, we go up to 7. We take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think our play is to hope that they don't try to pump the Banneret. And just assume, oh, they have the stupid castle again. Yeah, we only have the one sweeper. I don't think there was anything. They're going to equip. Sure. Hopefully they put it on the dragon, but I know they won't. Yeah, this is lethal. This is a super close game, though. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, them getting 4 cards off that Bomat Courier. We were 1 turn away from killing him. That's a shame. Really need to do that, but okay. Yeah, they had 4 cards left, so we just needed 1 more untap. Oh well, that was a fun match. Aggro was, like I said, a really bad. We're very soft to aggro, so hopefully we can get there against a nice, like, 3-color mid-range Planeswalker deck or something. But let's see. King Hughes, it doesn't really sound like someone who'd play aggro, right? I know that's a very bold statement to make, but this hand seems fine. Opponent probably won't play around Censor, right? It's aggro. Okay. I'll take a Cold Steel Heart. Enchantress, huh? I don't know if that's actually a... You got him. Dude, Censor's so good, let me tell ya. Because Scavenging Ooze is gonna kill us. Oh no! Oh no, opponent! Here. Probably, I feel like we're gonna want to double blue. Although we have the eye. We'll go black. Then we'll pass. If they play a scary creature next turn. Well, that's pretty good. Do we want Epiphany? Yeah, why not? It looks like opponent's giving us time. There has to be some enchantment payoff here. Toss. Yeah, we're gonna need a Languish pretty soon here. This exiles only, but not destroys. Okay. There we go. So we ruin Crab. We play our land. Uh-oh. And we pass. Does this guy have haste? No. Sure. Really need to find the Languish here. What are they doing? So I think we're going to, because they have that Alcyon, I think we're going to block like this. Before damage, I'm going to go to Hagrid this. And hope they sack the Alcyon, which they don't. Okay. I mean, if we hit Ashiok, then we'll just like do they have a fight card? There's the Languish. Cool. We have 2 mana. We can leave up Think twice. Or we can make this cheaper next turn. I don't think reducing the cost by 1 is really worth it at this point. Tristani. That's fine. Ooh, we got the Chariot. Do we just leave up Sublime Epiphany? Do we play Cruel? I don't think Cruel Reality is going to get us there. So we have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mana. So we can leave up double counterspell. We can play Solemn plus Supreme. Let's just leave up the Epiphany plus Supreme Will. They're down to 8 cards. So we can counter, bounce, copy, draw. Bounce that, copy the bird. I'm gonna draw a card. Pure Hulk. That's a good pickup. Vanishing Light. I'm gonna counter that. I think we double block. And then Cruel Reality is pretty good if we do it. I don't know if I really need to show it to him, Well, we have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we can't quite Cruel Reality plus Vraska's Contempt. But we can Solemn. Somehow Solemn is what they concede to. Ugh. Do we want Spell Pierce? They had Banishing Light. I'm trying to think. This guy seems good. Perilous Mirror seemed okay. I don't really know. I feel like our deck did what we wanted it to do. They had enough... Did they? Well, I don't know. Their triggered abilities didn't really win the game. I guess we just run it back for now. I can see a world where Perilous Mirror is good, but the issue is they just have a ton of tokens. So Perilous Mirror, like, while it can 2-for-1, it's 2-for-1ing against something that already generated a bunch of value. Yeah, I can keep this. Hopefully this negate does something for us. I'm going to stay, I think, so that way we can play Solemn next turn. With this hand, it looks like the faster we get to 6 mana, the better. Hopefully our next 2 draws are like Swamp Languish. And now I guess we have the Swamp. And then I don't think I mind jumping here. We can pop Vraska's Contempt on Godzilla. Oh, I'll trade there. That seems like a fine trade. If they tap out, I might just kill this Crystalline Giant now. Let's see what's on top. Don't want to swamp. We'll pass. I might Celindy Vision just to try and find the Anguish here. Sure. Yep. Oh, it has hexproof. That's an issue. That's fine for now. Uh-oh. I'm digging. Oh, there it is. So now we have Languish plus Negate backup, which is cool. Oh, that was a smart play. That's not great. So he can eat both. Yep. So we're gonna get a win here. That was a good play, I think. I guess we can foretell this. Oh, they have lethal. Dang it. Because we killed the other. Yeah, that was a good play on opponent. That stupid Alseid, I think, is what ended up costing us that game, because we had the Vraska's Contempt. We just couldn't do anything about it. So hopefully for game 3, they finally don't have turn 1 Alseid. but we shall see. Still waiting for... I feel like maybe it is just a value card. I keep thinking that there's going to be some Enchantress payoff, but I don't know if there's enough cards in Arena for that. Like, I guess there's Calyx. We'll play it. This hand seems fine. Having an 0-3 blocker just might be good enough. And they're mulling. Hopefully this crab can get there. No turn one all soon. So that cool. We got rid of Elspeth Conquers Death, so that cool. They have Primal Might, so I'm not gonna block. This Squeeze is gonna get sketchy. Oh, they only have one creature though. I'm gonna block here. I think they have Primal Might now. And if they do, it'd cut them off of green anyways. And now we just have one in the world. Well, they have 2 creatures for Scoos, but they only have 1 forest. Okay. That's sad. All we have is the Censor. This Gear Hulk might just beat a block of Scavenging Ooze. Yeah, that's fine. This only has 1 green. Oh, we could have think twice. Oh well. So they can put 4 counters, but it's not enough to do anything. Yeah, I guess we should have played the Think Twice first. For some reason I thought we had 7 mana, not 8. I think he's just doing the math of what happens if he adds a counter. So I think we're fine. Yeah, that makes sense. We're at 13, but we have a way bigger board. Might be awkward. Post. I might. Hold on. We're gonna go 1, 2. Put this guy out. Play this. Not worried about Kenra right now. Cool. That seems like a weird attack. I think he's still gonna make that block though. Sure. I'm gonna pop this Mind Stone end of turn, I think. There's Where's that stupid? Yep. So they have 12 cards left. Do we... I'm trying to think of what we should be blocking here. Because issues we don't gain life. If we go for the Alcid. Let's just contempt it. That's cutting it a little close here. And then no more lands. I'm gonna pop this to draw it up. Jace isn't bad.
Manipulation of the mind. Let's think this through.
So we need this thing to not get flying or trample, I think is the goal here. Oh, they have the Conclave Mentor out, so we might just be dead anyways. Dang. Dude, that's 2 games in a row that we were... 2 matches in a row that we were 1 away. Maybe I should have left the Guardian Idol up. I don't know. Well, this isn't going as planned, everybody. They've been interesting matches. I don't know. I guess I should have left the, what's it called up? Guardian Idol. With the 2 cards off Jace made a difference. They would have been at 5. I guess we could have done it on either turn. Yeah, maybe I rushed into that one a little too fast. Alright, possibly against aggro again. I'll keep this because it's got decent cards if it's not aggro, and it's got languish if it is. We're going to start playing this Lindy Isle. Just so we have some blue mana for this thing twice. And we'll see what's going on. Green, black. So I feel like this is generally a pretty good matchup for us here. Treasure map would be nice. Let's just get this going with the squad first. Like, this very well might be a matchup where body double is what we want to be doing. Am I just popping this languish off now? Do we want this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Sure. I feel like we're going to be doing stuff these next couple turns anyways. Like, we can upkeep Scry just to make even more treasure if we want to. Worst case scenario is if they pump Knight. Hopefully they play creatures post-combat. Nope. Ooh, wrong one. Let's activate here. I don't think we need cold steel. Let's stop on upkeep also. So to 2-3. Let's scry 1. Bottom that. Go draw. Let's just do this shot, I think. If we absolutely need to, we can kill something in response if they have some trick. Okay. I think we pass. If they go to slam one creature, then we can slam Cruel Reality, and that should be the game. Let's turn this one. So they can make it 2-2 in response. But... and then, like, sack that. But, I mean, if that's their turn, then I think we're okay. I guess we're ramping them, but I don't think it matters unless they make a ton of creatures. I just said, oh, it adds colorless one. Alrighty. This might be a good body double. Or a nimble obstruction. I don't know. I don't think I saw enough of what they were doing to really make an informed opinion. So we'll just run it back. We gotta win one with this. Yeah, every time I draft a sick Mel deck, I just play against aggro. Maybe it's because aggro is what you're supposed to draft instead, but I don't know. I could never really just suit up the old mono red. Well, that's not true. In Vintage Cube, I'll do green aggro a lot, but that's just because it's super easy. So if you don't want to think, you just draft mono green. Pro tip for you. Alright, we have mana, but not a lot to do with it. I think it'll be fine, though. So they fortunately bought us some time. I think the only card that will stop me from playing this Mind Stone will be a Censor. That's not a Censor. And then I think I'll leave up Supreme Will at this point. Cool. They don't even want to look at the top card, huh? We'll pass. And then, so next turn, we can play Hedron Archive and still leave up Supreme Will. Which is nifty. Oh, yeah. Oh, buddy. No Planeswalker for you. So does that change what we want to be doing? No, let's just play the card. And the next turn, hopefully we could do Jace plus something else. Rask is not bad. They can hit the milestone if they hurt.
It's time to step out of the shadows.
That would be kind of... Oh, yeah, no, we have triple blue. We're good. What am I talking about? Are they doing it? I feel like once I have the archive, that's not really much value hitting the Mind Stone. I think you should just work towards the ult, but I don't know. Cool. Do they sacrifice a permanent? They do not. Okay. They're not attacked. Let's play Jace.
We'll make this look easy.
Let's have the Meltu.
How you play the hand of death.
Oh, that's a good draw. Let's name Blue. And then next turn we can tick up Jace and Alrund's Epiphany. And that seems pretty productive to me. This Contempt is probably going to go towards the Vraska. Unless they draw like a Kogla or something. That's fine. Oh, we can actually opt and Auron's Epiphany next turn. Yeah, they have a lot of dorks, I guess. Are they gonna sack one of them?
Don't dwell
I
on
might
what's
start trying
about
to
to
draw
happen.
that. That makes sense. Don't you do it. Yeah, that's fine.
Don't test me.
Wow, Jace is getting the snippety. So let's just Auron's Epiphany now. Let's mill them.
Let's try this.
Let's opt now. I think I want to try and use as much mana as I can on this turn to sculpt what my hand will be doing next turn. And then we can also cycle the Sensor because I have a bazillion mana. That's a good one. Let's Vraska's Contempt. And then I think we're just going to leave up Sublime Epiphany. Like that. Counter. Bounce. Copy, draw. We're going to counter that. We're going to bounce this. We're going to copy that. Cool. And that was enough for them to concede. So we went good old-fashioned 1 and 2. If this was best of 1, you might have gotten a little more games in, but I like the kind of sideboard plan discussions of best of 3, so that's why I decided to do that. I might try to do a couple more Arena Cube videos as we go. The other option is I might try Andrea Mangucci's cube is up, which is, from what I understand, Legacy Cube, but with more blue cards and less red and white cards, which does kind of seem up my alley. We'll see how it goes, but thanks for tuning in. Make sure to check out Team SCG Hobby on social media or on their brand new spiffy-looking website. Thanks for watching this, wait for it, low-effort Magic edit. Sorry if those bright lights got you up, but yeah, thanks for watching. Have a good one.